Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here. My internet. Whoa. I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And today I'm going to talk about significance and how that can affect your manifesting and some thoughts that I've had about it. First, before I go there, I just have to say how silly it is. I was just thinking as I'm waiting and waiting, the thing's spinning around saying it's going to take my picture any moment now. And I was thinking, oh, so is this what the pioneers felt like, the ancient original where they held up the thing and it went poof? Just random thought. And maybe that's something we get so impatient in this, in our world of, that's annoying. We get so impatient in our world of technology that it's kind of sometimes hard to wait. So significance, I've been thinking about it quite a bit, actually. At first, I didn't think that I related much to it. I didn't really see how it really applied to my life. So here are some of the thoughts. One, I've realized it's huge for me. It is still not my number one. I still know that belonging is my number one. And here is how I can tell the difference between which one's which. Significance, when I feel significance, it's kind of like a little high and it feels really good for a while, but it's very fleeting. It's like, oh, need to bet, yay! But it doesn't last. My sense of belonging, when that need gets met, it lasts for a long time and it makes me feel really good. And it's a different kind. It's like when people speak love languages that are not mine. I can recognize the love in them and I can appreciate it. And there may even be a little bit of emotion with it, like, oh, they love me. But it doesn't last for me. It doesn't feel sustaining. It doesn't fill me up. So it happens for a bit and it feels good. But in the long run, if I'm not feeling my love language, then I definitely don't believe they actually really love me and that kind of thing. And I think the same thing happens with your human needs. When we get one of the other human needs met, we're like, cool, and you recognize it. But if it doesn't fulfill you inside, then it doesn't last. And that's what I've noticed with significance. But I have noticed that that sense of significance drives me. As I've been pondering the YouTube channel, what's going on with it. At first, as people signed up for the channel, subscribed, as that kind of thing was happening, it was feeling awesome and it was feeling good. And I'd get comments and I'd get feedback. And I felt like I was contributing, which is another human need. And I felt significant. I felt needed. But when I don't get comments or the subscriber count goes down, it's hard sometimes to be here because my need to feel needed isn't being fulfilled here. And that's what I've noticed, is that it's a lot easier to go and do things that I feel like I'm needed. So it is important to me. It is a need for me. And that's pretty cool to realize as I've been pondering the different needs each week. And I'm realizing that that I can see where all 6 of these play out in my life. And knowing that, I can look for different ways and maybe find ways to put that need for belonging, which is my strongest one, and put it with the need for significance. And maybe then it will be a lot easier. I know that as I've recognized some truths about myself being a connector, and then looked at my events that I'm planning, and I'm asking myself, how can I bring this aspect of myself into it? I found a different kind of need, a different way to feel that significance, because now I feel like, okay, I need to be the glue that brings all these people together. And this is my role, the significant role, to bring all these people together. What's really been fun, we'll see how it continues to play out, but what's really been fun is as I'm putting together my next event, and I just put a thing out there on Facebook, hey, I'm looking to put this event together. This is kind of what it's about. And I've had people like me, pick me. Like literally people come out of the woodworks and say they want to be a presenter. And it's pretty fun. It was not expected. I thought it was going to be like pulling teeth to try and get people to present at this event, but it's not. It's so easy. And that's what happens when you are aligned with your needs, when you are aligned with yourself. When it becomes, it flows. It's happening, it's manifesting, and it's pretty crazy and pretty awesome. And I love it. And so I'm super excited to see how this pans out and recognizing that it is going to fulfill some of my needs. It's going to give me a sense of belonging. It's going to give me definitely a sense of contribution. It's going to give me a sense of significance. I'm needed because I'm the one that's going to be the glue for this whole event. Talk about a significant role. That's important. And it's going to allow me to have some certainty and some uncertainty. And it's really exciting. It's really fun. And is that all of them? Certainty, uncertainty, significance. Oh, does he have purpose? Or is that contribution? Let's see. Let's count these again. Certainty and uncertainty or variety. Significance, connection, contribution, and there's one more. I'll remember when it's time to talk about it. So anyway, think about it. Think about the things that are going on in your life. Where do you feel significant? And where are you not feeling significant? And when you're wanting to manifest things, are you feeling significant? Will your manifestation help you feel significant? I think that one of the most important human needs that we have, and I don't know if I don't believe that Tony Robbins is talking about this, is authenticity. I think that we have come to a time in our lives that being authentically us, being totally aligned with the being we are inside is where it's at. And the more aligned you get with who you were designed to be, the more magical life becomes. And as I have pulled myself into a place of saying, hey, I don't have to be the one that stands up and says, this is how it is. I enjoy that to a degree. I do love it. What I needed was to bring all those people together. Bring those people together so that they could meet each other and learn from each other. And that's where my significance lied. And as I've adjusted and realized, I'm realizing that that's when I'm in that place, that's when magic happens. So finding your place of significance. I see so many of us, we get inspired by these life-changing things. And so we hear somebody who is a leader saying, hey, be a leader. You've had this experience. You have to do it. And so we get caught up in this idea that doesn't fulfill us. And when you realize who you are, maybe you are here as a contributor and you want people to experience that life-changing awesomeness, but maybe you're going to be the contributor, the supporting role. You're going to help bring in the tools like, maybe you're a web designer or you help people market their message. And so you have these people that you want to work with, but you don't actually want to be the one saying, look at me. And that's kind of how I'm beginning to realize is that I've been fighting myself because I enjoy sharing a message like this. I'm still going to continue to YouTube and I'm still going to continue to be a writer. I love writing what I'm hearing and learning, and I love giving that access to answers. And I love talking about, hey, this is what I'm learning. Let me share with you what I'm learning. And that's a part of me. But I'm finding that need to be the one, be the star of the show. I'm not feeling it so much. And when I step into that role that fulfills my need of significance, my contribution, my place that I belong, when I step into that place, things start to happen. And that's where the magic's at. Stepping into who you are, being aligned with yourself and what you want. That's what manifesting is. That's when it happens, when you align those things. And sometimes that looks like clearing out emotions. And sometimes that looks like changing beliefs. And sometimes that looks like monitoring your mindset so that you're focused on positive things. And sometimes that just looks like letting go of something that's not you. To it. And one of the ways to look at it is asking yourself significance, asking yourself about your human needs. I know that there's other needs out there. There's the one Tony Robbins teaches has 6. If you look at the chakras, you've got 7. If you look, there's somebody else that does 7. I don't know if those 7 needs coincide with the chakras or not. Because I do know that there is a need for spirituality, there is a need for connection to your inner self, and there's a need to be authentic, and those are needs that are not mentioned in Tony Robbins' work. So, at least not in when he's talking about human needs. I don't know if he talks about other stuff, because honestly, truly, I know who he is, but I don't follow him. I have never felt a pull to follow him, and that's what he teaches. I'm learning from other places because that's how we are designed. We all have those people. Like, we look at somebody like Tony Robbins and we think, I can't do that. I can't be him. Well, no, you can't be him. You got to be you and share your message. He's got his message to share. And they may be similar, but just that different wording or that different personality is going to connect with the audience. Or that you're not him. Or even if you ever become as famous as him, what matters is that you connect your information to the people that are needing it. And that's what's awesome. So, yeah, so I feel like I'm getting on tangents, and yet I feel like it's totally needed to be said. Maybe for me, maybe for you. But that's where it's at. Thanks for watching. I hope that you do look at where do you feel your sense of significance in your life now, in a healthy way or an unhealthy way, and where can you put your significance in what you're creating. Remember to let your soul shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. Be the incredible, wonderful you that you were created to be, and I'll see you next time.